The most effective way to maximize the instructional time and cultivate a positive learning experience is to establish a session structure and have clear expectations for the students right from the start. Students function best and are more comfortable when they know what is expected of them. The training objectives for this video are: describe the structure of the tutoring session and the importance of setting expectations in small group instruction. Describe the impact of tutor preparedness on the overall success of the small group session. Section 1. Understanding the importance of setting expectations.
When you set a structure and set expectations when you come to a group, students do not waste time. I stick with 3 basic expectations: being respectful of readers around you, of yourself, and of your tutor, as well as being responsible, having your finger on the story, tracking the book as you're reading, and really being responsible for yourself in that reading group. Last but not least, being a scholar. When you come to a group, be ready to read. We're here to accomplish something, succeed in something. It is important to have these expectations in a small group so we can keep the reading focused. When you're with a tutor for a limited time, you need to keep that focus on the skill and on the reading so that you can achieve and so they can achieve more. When I tell my students, look like a scholar, they're acting like they are a learner. They're sitting up straight. Their head might be bent down because they're focusing on the page we're working on. Their finger is following along. They are constantly looking like they are curious or excited to learn about knowledge. I always say, fake it till you feel it. So act like a scholar. Okay, do we feel it? All right, let's continue on. And we continue reading. Okay, Isabella, I want you to show me what it would look like to be a scholar when you're reading. So I want you to be a learner, like you're ready to read today. Sit up straight. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that just open up your air? Okay, how do we show that we're responsible? What do we do? Excellent job. We are tracking the book with our finger. Excellent. And how do you show respect when you're in a group, Isabella? Can you tell me?
We show respect by listening to others.
Excellent job. You are so smart. Okay, let's start. Ready? When you set those expectations, they can live up to these expectations. If you set them at the very beginning, they will know what is expected of them and they will follow that and they will know that you expect it out of them every single group. They are there to become better readers and you are helping them to get there. So it is okay to start out with repeating the expectations, understanding the purpose of why you're in that reading group. When you are trying to refocus students, it is important to reiterate your high expectations for reading groups. Also, pointing out students who are showing that scholarly behavior, showing that respect and responsibility, so others will follow quickly. Fantastic job. Great job. Okay, when you, ready. Oh, look at that tracking. Excellent job. Way to look like a scholar. Ready, read. When you were born, your... When my students come to my group, after we set those quick expectations in our routine, we want to go over what we will be learning. Boys and girls, today we are going to be reading about the life cycle of insects, and I want to know where you are at in reading. So students like to hear what they are doing each day so they can feel more comfortable. I take about 1 to 2 minutes to set the expectations again, make sure everybody is focused on the same skill or the same focus that we are doing for that reading that day. That way they can get a little snapshot of what we are going to be working on. Children want to know what they are doing, so setting the expectations and routines help them focus their energy and their skills into reading every time you meet. That means just like you just did, all together. When you are reading your story, make sure you're sitting up like a scholar.
Section 2. Understanding the importance of tutor preparedness.
It is really important to have your students come in quickly and quietly to your group to get down to reading.
We're going to start with our rating game today. So remember, with our rating game, you're going to hold up the number.
By being prepared and having your materials out on the table, the students are able to come to group and start reading immediately. This way, your students are ready, you are ready, and you can focus on the learning. If it's possible to get your literature ahead of time, it is really important to read the story. Another thing you need to remember is that these students need to build their confidence. So just remember to have questions ready for them to answer. When you are prepared, you can focus all of your efforts on the students. That way you can listen to what they're saying and reading throughout your group. When you are prepared, you are able to feel that confidence as an expert tutor. That way they feel that expertise helping them and assisting them, knowing that you are helping them become a better reader. When you're prepared and you have high expectations for your students, you see the most success. When you have routines and expectations put in place, you can get to the fun things. You can discuss literature more. You can dive deeper into reading and really celebrate the achievements that the students have made throughout the year. These expectations are set really high for them so that they can feel like they are achieving every time they come to your group.